Okay, so in this video I'm going to have a look at deriving the cosine formula, which is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. So in this particular case we have our triangle ABC again. So this is our vertex A or our angle A, this is our vertex B or our angle B in here, this is our vertex C and our angle C in here. And then opposite each angle you've got the side. So this is angle A, so this is side A here, written as a small letter A. Angles are written as a large letter. Now, this is not a unit circle in this case. This is a circle with center 0, 0, and the radius of this circle in this case is b. Distance from here to here is b. So that would give us this coordinate here, this point here with coordinates b cos a, b sine a. And because the distance out along here is c, this is the side c, remember? So the distance out along here is c, so the point here has coordinate c0. Okay, so that's what we're given anyway, and what we're going to do now is simply find the distance between this point here and this point here. So from coordinate geometry again, remember that so now I'll just reduce this a little bit. Okay, so what we've got to do here is find the distance between these 2 points, and remember the distance formula is the square root of x2 minus x1 to be squared plus y2 minus y1 to be squared. Now we'll just write down our 2 points. Our 2 points are let's see, C0, and our second point is b cos a, b sine a. I'll just identify those. Let's say this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Okay, so let's just stick these into our formula then and see what we end up with. Now our distance, the distance that we're looking for here, remember, is the distance between this point and this point here. And we know the distance between these 2 points is the distance A. So this is our A here. On the right hand side then, we just got to stick these 2 points in. So we have x2. x2 is b cos A minus x1, which is c, that's squared, plus y2, which is b sine a, minus y1, which is 0, and that's squared. So by putting the y1 here as 0, we have the 0 as being negative. If we had these the other way around, we'd have the negative in front of the b sine a, which wouldn't be a huge problem, but might be slightly easier this way. Okay, let's just square both sides now because we have this square root symbol here. So square the left hand side, we end up with a squared. Square the right hand side, we end up with b cos a minus c all squared, plus here we end up with b sine a squared. The 0 will disappear. Okay, so let's multiply out the right hand side. So here we end up with a squared on the left hand side, and on the right hand side I'm going to multiply this out. I'll do it in my head, but if you're struggling to just multiply this out, do it separately, or you can indeed do it down here, whichever way you want. But what you'll end up with when you square this out is b squared cos squared a. That's this part here squared. You must square the b and square the cos a. Now we've got to multiply c by b cos a, and you'll end up doing that twice. So it's minus twice bc cos a. And then you must square the c as well, or the minus c, so that will give us plus c squared. Okay, now to square this bit here out, it's just simply a case of squaring the b and squaring the sine a, because they're multiplied. So let's see, it's b squared sine squared a. Okay, we're almost there. Now on the left hand side we've got a squared. On the right hand side, what I'm going to do is take this term here and this term here, and I'm just going to put those two together and factorize them, because you've got a b squared here and a b squared here. So I can take the b squared outside the bracket, and inside I'll end up with cos squared a plus sine squared a. I have the plus c squared here, and then I've got a minus 2bc cos a. Okay, so that's almost it then. So we've got a squared here. Now remember from a previous video, formula 1 that we did, cos squared plus sine squared is just simply 1. So 1 times b squared is just b squared. Here we have a plus c squared, and here we have a minus 2bc cos a. And that is it. That's exactly what we were asked to derive.